Today we are going to see who is the fastest AI for coding of them all. ChatGPT, Gemini or Grok. So I have the AI set up here ready to go. I have the same prompt in all three of them and the timer at the top. So I will start the timer at the top and then set them all off super quick. In 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Do. Okay, so we're off to the races. It was a couple of seconds behind for Grok there, but we'll add that in at the end. So take your bets. Who do you think will win? They are all on the most advanced setting that I can use, the most advanced models. I really want to see which AI can complete a game of Tetris, code a game of Tetris in one prompt the fastest. But it must be fully functional. And it looks like ChatGPT is still going here. Gemini is still going. They're still coding. Grok has just started to make some code, because there's no point it being as fast as Usain Bolt on steroids if the game ends up being like a McDonald's ice cream machine, i.e. not working. Oh, it looks like ChatGPT was finished in just about a minute, and Gemini has also finished in a similar amount of time, but Grok is still going here, a minute and 10 seconds. So we will keep this going until Grok finishes. It's still thinking. Okay, future Ethan here editing. I forgot to tell you that ChatGPT used 315 lines of code and Gemini used 670, over twice the amount of lines of code in the same amount of time. So Grok is starting to feel like a snail crawling through glue compared to the other two. Oh, and it started to code right now, so it took a long time to think, but it is going now. I also added in some bonus points for the AI with the most spectacular design. I want it to dazzle me. You know, give me some glowy neon sparkles, a feast for my eyeballs to devour. ChatGPT here being like the teacher's pet, look at all these great things I can do. It's just like that stupid annoying kid that sat in the front of the class telling on you for eating during class. Did I do a good job? Am I a good boy? No, ChatGPT, you're so annoying, you deserve to be slapped into next Tuesday. Oh, and it looks like that has stopped. Grok has finished. So 2 minutes and 20 seconds for Grok to finish, which was about a minute and 20 seconds longer than the other two, with 515 lines of code. So yeah, I don't think I will particularly be using Grok in the future unless his game is so much better than the other two, because I do not enjoy having to plunge my hand deep into Elon's rectum in order to use Grok, and if it's gonna be that slow, there's no need to suffer such a awful, ghastly sensation. So let's test them out, see who has the best game now. It's pretty close in terms of time for ChatGPT and Gemini, but we'll see what their games are like. So if we run these here in their own environments, I should be able to run at the top. Okay, it looks like ChatGPT has not given me a preview mode on it, so that's very disappointing for the goody two-shoes that it is. Where's its sycophantic behavior allowing me to use it in its special preview, coding mode? So I will have to copy and paste that into a file and run it separately. Give me a moment. Okay, here we have ChatGPT's version of the game. There is some glowy. It's maybe too glowy. Let's see if we work. We can move it to the left. We can move it to the right. We can suddenly change into a block. I guess that's one of those swapping pieces. We can move down. Okay, so it rotates and changes pieces. So I think that is incorrect gameplay. It shouldn't turn into blocks to cubes when it's an L shape every time. And there's another thing. Also, the colors are incorrect. These should be different colors each time. Let's see if we can get a row though. And it just changes shape. Instead of rotating, it just completely changes shape. So that's a fail on the basic implementation of the game. It won't even rotate this long beam one. I mean, at least it's given it has a different color, but I'm going to have to call this a very, very poor attempt by ChatGPT, considering years ago, a couple of years ago now, I was able to get it to make Tetris in 3D functioning. Now, it took many prompts, but still. Let's see if it does a line clear. And yes, so it did correctly clear a line, but it is incorrectly doing the shapes. So probably like a confused toddler trying to fit those shapes into the wrong holes. ChatGPT has failed at this task. Even though it was the fastest, it is not a functioning game. Let's have a look at Gemini now. Gemini also not giving me an ability to preview it. Normally I use Gemini in the AI Studio, but today I thought I would just do it in here, and we will copy and paste this into its own file and then run it again. Okay, now we have a slightly better version I'm feeling here from ChatGPT. We've got the hovering state of where it's going to be. We have correctly rotating what you call tetro shapes, which is great. We bring it down, it is correct. We see that shape, it correctly rotates, so significantly better already. We've got the what's coming up next. And remember, Gemini did this in almost the same amount of time, maybe slightly slower, just a few seconds later. If we have a line clear in here, we will have it. Oh, and here we go for a line clear, and we will have it fully working. It's nice and glowy. It's exactly what I was looking for. Wow, and it had an animation. So very much a ChatGPT is losing and Gemini is taking the lead. Okay, I won't just continue to play because that will get boring. So let me now try with Grok. Okay, one more block. Okay, fantastic by Gemini. Definitely in the lead. And for Grok is actually giving me a preview, unlike the other two, even though normally Grok does not like to give you previews in the couple of times I've used it before, but today it is. So let's see what happens. And we have an error. So immediately we have a problem with Grok. Very glowy, but in our console, not a working game. So even worse than ChatGPT, Grok is by far in last place. It took so long to complete, over double the time, and does not even give me a working game. Very glowy, but nowhere near as refined the glow level as what we have in Gemini. So Gemini, absolutely the winner in this case, and I will just continue to play this game.